This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good morning and compliments of the season to you. It's Wednesday, December 24, 2025. INEC's continuous voter registration is still ongoing, and if you're yet to sign up, this is still a good time to do so and get ready to vote. On the news this morning, Governor Fubara welcomes defection of Rivers National Assembly members to APC. Federal government orders immediate investigations into oil spill in Beya community, Rivers State. NBA calls for suspension of Tax Reform Act amid alteration controversy. Super Eagles will pass Tanzania to begin 2025 AFCON quest. On the foreign scene, Israeli Defense Minister vows military to remain in Gaza. Details of these and more after this break. Ifechukwu with the news. Now, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has formally welcomed members of the National Assembly who defected from the PDP to the APC, describing their decision as courageous, principled, and forward-looking. Governor Fubara, in a statement, commended them for aligning with earlier defectors who took similar steps in support of his administration and the APC. He said the lawmaker's decision is a strong validation of his own earlier decision to join the APC. Now, he said the development shows a united and strategic political front aimed at fully integrating Rivers State into the center of national governance. Governor Fubara expressed confidence that the expanding support base in Rivers State will contribute significantly to the success of the president's ongoing reforms. He reaffirmed his victory in the 2027 general elections. Now, the political landscape in Rivers State took a new dimension on Tuesday as 2 senators and 6 members of the House of Representatives officially defected from the PDP to the APC. Those in the Senate who defected are Senator Orwell Onyeso, who represents Rivers East, and Senator Barinada Mpigi of Rivers South East. Now, both senators who are loyalists of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike said they defected because of the deep and unresolved internal divisions within the PDP. At the House of Representatives, 6 members also defected from the PDP to the APC. They are Dumnamene Robin Simdeko, a member representing Kana Federal Constituency. Others are Solomon Bob of Abua Odwa and Ahoda East Federal Constituency, Hard Cyril, Degema Boni Federal Constituency, and Obuz Ahoda Ebeman Federal Constituency. The rest are Blessing Amadi, who is representing Port Harcourt 2 Federal Constituency, and Eleme Oyibotai Federal Constituency's Felix EP. Well, 6 days earlier, 4 lawmakers, Lashim Umezurike of Port Harcourt 1 Federal Constituency, who left Democracy 2, are in presentation after the conduct of by-election. One of them, Barinet Lolo, said he had earlier written a petition to the Independent National Electoral Commission months ago over the issue, and INEC acknowledged and promised to address the issues raised in his petition. He told correspondents to Biuruware that the constituency has suffered prolonged loss of representation and the accompanying benefits.
And several other deliberations yet money that was released to other members we expect to also be released to Kana consist
of the people aged February 2026, while another stakeholders Stephen Debara also spoke.
Muonyili Commission had not done us good keeping that seat still vacant. The law is very clear to say that our people are very, very disappointed in the INEC for not doing what was supposed to be done.
Now, these concerns come as the Independent National Electoral Commission outlines plans to fill the vacant seat. INEC has scheduled by-elections for February 21st, 2026 in Ahuda East Constituency 2 and Kana Constituency 2. While still in River State, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has donated 100 million naira to launch the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem. The governor called for increased support for families of fallen and retired members of the armed forces, stressing that such support was necessary in recognition of their sacrifices for national unity and stability. The governor spoke during the emblem appeal launch to mark the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day held at the Government House in Port Harcourt on Tuesday.
Our responsibility is not only in the aspects of road construction, it's not only in providing shelter, but even those our good people that are going to live in these houses, that are going to drive in these wonderful roads, they need good healthcare services. What then is government all about?
In a local government area, the chairman, Chima Boniface Njoko, has presented official vehicles to some principal officers of the council. Speaking during the event, Njoko said he is determined to change the narrative about HA in the public space. He said the presentation of cars is to facilitate the operations of the council and its principal officers. He said the council under his watch will take steps to ensure that HA becomes better for its people.
To have two pronounced leaders, aged leaders that have played this game, they deserve to be rewarded. We have Constance 1, Sir Shiva Amadi. In Constance 2, we have Chief Musa Elekwachi. They deserve to be rewarded because they have served for people. And there's no way under my watch, these two men that have labored, who use left moving, where are we taking this money to? I want to reward them because they have planted a seed.
Presenting the cards to the beneficiaries, the leader of APC in Eche, Ifechukwu, commended the Eche chairman for the sacrifice to oil the machinery of the council and the leadership for effective administration of the council.
Now, when he told me that he was going to do this today, or he has started purchasing the vehicle, I said, go ahead. I can't stop him. If I stop him, supposing I'm going on my own car, I can have accident on the road and I'm off this earth. Don't block people's progress. And when I saw the vehicles, I wanted to choose for vice chairman, and it was this one.
While the President General of Bako Eche Ethnic Nationality, Dr. Silas Ayawo, also spoke.
Traditionally or culturally, I'm also there. So when I speak, I am speaking on behalf of the other Eche people. And I'll go and tell them, I've told you, by Friday, Ogbak Eche Convention, I will publicly confess what he has done. I will publicly proclaim his goodness before Eche people. And I see them Sunday.
Beneficiaries are the Vice Chairman of Eche Council, Mrs. Faith Obene Onyeso, the leader, Eche 10th Legislative Council, Marshal Ogechi Wangwo, the head local government administration, Mr. Ezebuwa Amadi and Silver Amadi. Others are Musa Elekwachi and Samuel Chukwemeka Njoko, the DG Chief Chima Njoko support group, who inherited the car allotted to the APC leader in Eche, Ifechukwu. Now we go on a quick break. When we return, the federal government orders immediate investigations into oil spill in Baya community, River State. Do stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, says the federal government has ordered immediate investigations into the cause of the repeated oil spills at Beya community in Ghana local government area of Rivers State. Ribadu disclosed this while leading a federal government delegation to the site of the spill in the community. He said the government is deeply concerned about the persistent occurrence of oil spills in the area. He, however, commended relevant agencies for their swift action in temporarily halting the spillage. The National Security Advisor attributed the oil spill to acts of sabotage by yet-to-be-identified persons.
Entirely change the entire place and change it into a point where the damage will not be permanent. The sad part of it is that it is a sabotage. It's a well that have not been in existence for over 30 years. And some people, enemies of the people, unfortunately, very selfish, will come and damage with the hope of stealing. And the damage they are doing is incredible. We are worried. It is directly from Mr. President, who hopefully will see that it will not happen again.
Also reacting to the development, the Minister of Environment Balarabe Lawal assured that measures have been put in place to prevent a recurrence of oil spills on Ogoniland land. However, the allegations of sabotage have been strongly rejected by the host community. The youth president of Beya community, Donald Sin Petaba, said the community will not sabotage federal government facilities, especially with surveillance contractors already engaged by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, to protect the Yola oil well in the area. Petaba spoke with correspondent Buruwari.
They said either a third-party intervention. We are not aware of that because in our community, we are not those destructive people. But what we are aware is that NPC already have vendors who are already given each of these wells to secure and do grass cutting. Nobody can blame the community because the community does not know anything about it. They are just using that to defend themselves. We are not involved in any sabotage at no time because all of those wells have vendors who are running it and they are paying them.
Petaba appealed to the federal government and the NNPCL to urgently provide medical assistance to residents affected by the environmental impact of the spill. Still on the spill situation, the group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Bayo Ojulari, confirmed that a central investigation visit will be good to determine the cause of the spills. Now, he added that the company will carry out integrity tests on all existing oil pipelines across Ogoniland to ascertain the extent of damage before any resumption of oil exploration in the area. Meanwhile, the Ghana Local Government Authority has also weighed in on the issue. The chairman, Dr. Thomas Barriere, who accompanied the federal delegation, urged the operating company in oil mining lease 11 and federal government authorities to actively involve local stakeholders, particularly elected representatives, in all discussions aimed at resolving the crisis.
And as a local government, we've been coming, we're in touch with the community. We are doing a lot of damage control. I'll be here to talk to the farmers and then, of course, to provide certain support, depending when the government will provide whatever they would provide. However, it is important for operators and drivers of this process to understand that at the local government level, we are closest to the people. We feel their pain. Therefore, in any discussion, it is important that elected representatives at this level are involved and engaged so that we know what to tell our people.
Dr. Barriere also called on the NNPCL to urgently deploy necessary interventions to mitigate the challenges the spill has created for the affected communities. Now, moving on, the chairman of Ikwere local government area, Charles Wobodo, says his emergence as chairman was orchestrated by God to enable him deliver the dividends of democracy to the people of Ikwere. Wobodo stated this during a Thanksgiving service held at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Shepherd House, Igorota, as part of activities marking his first 100 days in office. He assured the people of Ikwere that beyond the execution of projects, his administration would also focus on empowering the people.
God will provide all the fund for us to make sure that we provide those amenities to our people, those empowerment we want to give to our people. So your prayers keep on. If some people look at
Though the successes recorded by his administration within its first 100 days in office to the experience he gained while serving under his predecessor, Dr. Samuel Wanosike.
Anytime, anywhere you find yourself, put in more effort in what you're doing because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. Because of experience I have had in the government of Samuel Wanosike, that taught me a lot of things. So when we came on board, it wasn't a big job for me anymore. For you to sit down and plan to have one project to commission, you have to deal with a lot of documentation. But because I have known part of it so much, and I know how I can come out of it, that's why you can see that we had results within our 3 months.
Now, in his sermon, Pastor Hilary Onoha of the Redeemed Christian Church of God shepherded how God that upon the rosette would cover his vice and the 13 councillors. Well, the Rivers State Microfinance Agency, RIMA, has appealed to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to increase the seed funding for the 4 billion naira matching fund loan scheme. The scheme was launched in May 2024 in partnership with the Bank of Industry to support local nano, small and medium-scale businesses. The loan scheme has a low interest rate pegged at a single digit of 7.5%. Speaking to newsmen in Port Harcourt on Tuesday, the RIMA Managing Director, Jonathan Tobins, appreciated Governor Fubara for his support, saying his approach towards the loan scheme encouraged the agency to do their best.
I want to thank him because he has given us every support, everything we need to pursue this program to logical conclusion. He has given to us. He has given us listening ears whenever we go to him to make one report, to make one demand. He has listened to us. So his approach to this program has encouraged us to do our best. We want to use this medium to thank him and plead with him to further increase the seed fund so that we'll be able to reach out to many more businesses in the state.
Tobins also commended the business community in Rivers State for their effort in repaying their loans.
From the repayment account, we have recorded 991 million has been repaid so far. Now, this figure is very impressive because we have fought nobody. The borrowers have willingly repaid, acknowledging the generosity, the kindness of the government.
Raymond also said that those who repay can have their next loan request increased.
Most of those who borrowed and have repaid willingly have come for second term. So we have persons who are now running their second tranche. We have those who are on their third tranche who have borrowed 3 times. They have repaid the first loan. And what we do here is that when you repay the first loan, we assess your need. If you need to increase, you borrow 1 million, you need to increase, we give you 1.5 million. You repay the 1.5 million, you want another increase, we give you another 500,000 top up to 2 million. Those who borrow 500,000 are now asking for 1 million. We assess them, we give them 1 million.
As you may know, a total of 2.346 billion naira has already been disbursed so far to about 3,000 beneficiaries. Well, away from that, the Nigerian Bar Association wants the suspension of the Tax Reform Act over the alleged alteration of some sections in the gazetted version as opposed to what was passed by the National Assembly. Now, last week, a member of the House of Representatives from Sokoto, Abdul Samad Dasuki, raised an alarm over alleged differences between the tax laws passed by the National Assembly and the gazetted version. And now Christmas started early for women in Elipokwodo town of Opiabo local government area as the Ojoho of Rumoparankwa community in Elipokwodo Prince Sonny Obara distributed 50 bags of 10 kg rice and a cash gift of 200,000 naira to widows. Now, speaking at the 4th annual Widows Empowerment Program, Sonny Obara said his motivation to celebrate Christmas with widows in Elipokwodo was born out of love. Sonny Obara, who doubles as a vice chairman of Ojoho Council in Apara Kingdom, urged well-meaning individuals in various communities to emulate his philanthropic gesture and support the needy around them.
Because I felt that the widows are suffering and because they don't have a husband. I do necessary that every year I must give them small token, a palliative. Like this year, 50 bags of rice this year. The small token, they should manage this for the Christmas. So I also pray that other persons should follow up to see how they can help widows. They are mothers.
Some beneficiaries of the empowerment program spoke.
We are appreciating our husband who has been taking care of us as the widow of God. So many years he has been doing it. This is the 4th year we have been having it with him. My wish for him is God is going to give him long life. He will live to see his children. His business will grow.
I see bag of rice. I see money, everything food today. Today on is the biggest one. I'm very happy for me to see this type of thing. Even as in my house, and I don't have 1 cup of rice, but God have make it for me, and He's continue to do it. The rice Ojoho Prince Opara give me, I'm happy.
Correspondent Nandewala reports that the women also held a special prayer session for the donor and his family. To cheering news now, the Super Eagles beat a resilient Tanzania 2-1 to begin their campaign at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON. Semi Ajayi and Ademola Lukman scored 1 goal each to give the Super Eagles all 3 points at stake on Tuesday. We'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the news. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz says the military will never fully withdraw from the Gaza Strip for security reasons. Katz also said a civilian military army unit will be established in the Palestinian enclave. Well, according to a U.S.-backed peace plan signed by both Israel and Hamas in October, the Israeli military will gradually withdraw completely from the coastal enclave, and Israel will not re-establish civilian settlement in the coastal territory. On the news, that has welcomed the addition of 8 Rivers National Assembly members to the APC. We also told you that the federal government has ordered an immediate investigation to the oil spill in Maya Community, Rivers State. We reported that NBA has called for the suspension of the Tax Reform Act amid alteration controversy. The Super Eagles beat a resilient Tanzania 2-1 to begin their campaign at the 2025 AFCON. On the foreign scene, Israeli Defense Minister has vowed that the military will remain in Gaza. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.